The A to Z Guide to Bordeaux Wines. Today, the letter N, as in nose. Breathe in the aromas of a Bordeaux wine. Hello, Elsa.
Hello.
Is there a method to smell the aromas of a Bordeaux wine?
Absolutely. It is done in 2 stages. The first nose is where we will assess the intensity of the wine and where we will be able to evaluate the most volatile aromas, meaning those which are expressed first. Then the second stage is the second nose, when we will be able to oxygenate the wine in order for it to express the least volatile aromas and confirm the intensity of the first nose.
So how do I find my bearings with all these aromas?
We have listed all these aromas in different aromatic categories. There are 11. For example, you have the mineral, vegetal, woody categories and the empyaromatic category. Here you will find hints of toast, caramel, and as these aromas all appear at different stages of the wine, we have split them into 3 groups. So primary aromas relate to the grape varieties. We find these aromas when the wine is young. Then, those called development aromas or secondary aromas, and these are linked to fermentation and last for a few years. And lastly, tertiary aromas, which result from maturation in vats and barrels or later in bottles.
Are there some aromas specific to Bordeaux wines?
Yes, for example, when there is a majority of Cabernet Sauvignon, we will find aromas of dark-coloured berries, blackcurrant and spicy hints. Whereas when Merlot is a majority, we will find scents of red fruit, cherry and fragrances of violet.
So that's for red wine. What about white wine?
For dry white wines, we'll find mainly aromas of exotic fruits, citrus fruit, lemon and grapefruit. Whereas for semi-sweet and sweet white wines, those we call sweet Bordeaux, we will find hints of crystallized fruit, apricot and delicate notes of honey.
In fact, enology and perfumery are quite similar, aren't they?
It's true, enologists, just like perfumers, must be able to identify simple aromas and also perceive them in much more complex structures. For this, the teaching tools are the same: files of aromas or fragrance strips. Generally, what can be said about improving tasting skills is to pay attention to all the smells that surround us every day. In fact, our recall becomes a memory bank of aromas.
First nose, second nose, range of aromas. Now you know as much about Bordeaux wines as I do.